What's up, everybody? Well, we got an NBA free agency officially got started at 6 p.m. last night. I was taking a nap, actually, for the first 2 hours, so I didn't even see, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Kemba Walker signed until I got up at around 8:30, when I was hungry over the goddamn wolf, you understand? But, I got, 11 players to teams, or we signed with teams in some cases. I got Kawhi Leonard, and I got the Knicks' huge disappointment on social media, including Stephen A. Smith. So we're gonna get it all into that right now. Okay, so the Nets are one of the biggest free winners. Oh, god damn it! One of the biggest winners in free agency. As Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and DeAndre Jordan all signed with them, or going to sign on, I guess, Saturday, technically, but they're going to be Brooklyn Nets. Kevin Durant got 4 years, 142. I didn't even see what Kyrie Irving and DeAndre Jordan got. So the Nets went from, okay, we're probably going to be a playoff team, to, okay, we could give Toronto, if they have Leonard, and Milwaukee a challenge in the East. Now, do they win? I have no idea. Kevin Durant's not gonna be playing all year, most likely. But it's gonna be an improvement. Brooklyn's gonna be one of the showcase teams in the East, if you will, and that's gonna be that. So we got those out the way. Now, Kemba Walker. He was expected to leave Charlotte. I mean, Charlotte had been to the playoffs twice in the 7-8 seasons that he was there. He got tired of losing, as anybody would. They lost in the first round in those playoffs as well, so he didn't even get out of the first round. So he went to the Celtics and got a big payday there. I think it was a 3-year deal or something like that. Not surprising. But who is he gonna be building around from? He's gonna be the leader of the Boston Celtics instead of being the second guy or the side guy or whatever. He's gonna be the face of the Boston Celtics. Now, is he ready for that? Shit, I haven't seen much Kemba Walker actually, because he played with Charlotte, and Charlotte, is not one of the premier teams. So the answer to that is I don't know. Now, can he be a success in Boston? Yes. But the Boston media, as you guys probably know, crucify players. And we'll get to Al Horford in just a second. But Klay Thompson re-signed with the Royals. That's not that shocking. To 4 years, 190. Even though he's going to miss next year with a torn ACL. It's not surprising. You have 3 out of 4. You have Curry, you have Green, and you have Thompson. So this is pretty much like the first 2 NBA finals, if you will, for Golden State, starting in 2020-21. Now, a lot of people are going, oh, the Royals are so dead. No, not really. They'll get in the playoffs next year, even without Thompson. And they'll be right back to winning NBA finals and getting to the championships when Thompson comes back. Alright. Mavericks got a couple players. Oh, well, they just got one player on my screen, on my paper here. Porzingis re-signs with the Mavericks, as you might remember. He got traded to Dallas from New York this year. During the season, during the trading deadline. He resigned with them. I think it's a 4-year contract. I don't have much anything to add. I don't think Dallas is going to do much of anything. They're going to win 35, 36 games. They're not going to playoffs. They're not going anywhere close. They're going to be finishing 12th, 13th in the West. So, he got his big payday, but he's not going to win NBA Finals or get deep in the playoffs anytime soon. Alright, Jimmy Butler to the Miami Heat. So, he went from Minnesota to fucking Philadelphia, now to the Heat. He got a big payday now. It's been a tweet that's gone around since last night. Goddamn motorcycle fucking A. But apparently when Jimmy Butler got drafted when he was 22, in 2013, he was in a Sports Illustrated article. And what he said was, what is something you'll never own? A Miami Heat jersey. Guess what? You're gonna be wearing it, you dumb son of a bitch. How times have changed, right? Everybody hated the Heat when LeBron and Wade and Bosch was there or whatever. But now everyone's like, oh, okay. Because the Heat have fallen. The Heat have fallen from 4 straight NBA finals to being 9th, 10th best team in the East. Think about that for just a second. You've missed the playoffs in, 4 of the last 5 seasons or something like that? God damn. Things have changed. And when Klay Thompson, Draymond, and Steph all retire or move on, everyone will think about the same about Golden State. You might hate a team, but you don't hate a team forever. Alright. God. Chris Middleton resigns with the Bucks. He gets his payday, as all these guys do. But he choked. He choked against that conference finals against Toronto. There was no denying that. There was no doubting it. There was no anything. He choked. I don't think he deserves a big payday. I think Milwaukee would be better served. By the way, they re-signed Brook Lopez too. I think Milwaukee would have been better served trying to get somebody else. Alright. So, from the Nets to the Royals, D'Angelo Russell to the Golden State Royals. I have not read most of these contracts, by the way, so I don't know how long these are. But I think he gets 3 years. It might be a 4th for $110 million, I think. He's matured a lot as a player. I've seen him from the Lakers, where he snitched on that person, on that teammate, to, he was a responsible player in Brooklyn. Now he's going to Golden State, one of the most loaded teams in the NBA. So I think this is pretty good for him. This is a good day for the D'Angelo Russell camp. Al Horford, he gets a huge payday. I think he has a 4-year contract as well to the 76ers. Not much to add. I still don't think the 76ers are the team to beat. I really don't. They have chemistry issues and shit, so I don't expect them to win against teams like Milwaukee and Toronto and Brooklyn. I just don't. Malcolm Brogdon to Pacers, I don't have much to add here. The Pacers were one of the showcase teams before they had their own set of injuries, so they'll be up there next year as well. J.J. Redick to the Pelicans, listen. J.J. Redick's a journeyman of the NBA. Now, Pelicans will be good next year. There's no denying that. Pelicans are one of the teams of the future. But, JJ. What kind of name is that? JJ. Hey, JJ. How are you, JJ? Pretty good. Hey, JJ. It was right off the fucking tongue, but anyway. He played well the past few years with the 76ers, the Magic, the Clippers. Shit, I don't even remember. He's been on so many teams. But anyway, he got signed to the Pelicans. 2 years, though. 2 years. Kawhi Leonard, who knows where he goes? I think he's going to the Clippers. I think if he's staying in Toronto, he would have announced it by now. So I think Leonard goes to the Clippers, maybe the Lakers. I think it's Clippers, Raptors, Lakers, 76ers, Knicks in that order. Okay? I think he wants to go back to Southern California. I don't think he wants to deal with LeBron or Anthony Davis. I think he wants to do his own thing, much like he did in Toronto. Now, before I end the video, I'm gonna talk about the NHL free agency. You know what? I'm gonna just merge it into two. Screw it. The Knicks. Obviously, they got Julius Randle from Pelicans, but didn't land anyone else. Didn't land Irving. Didn't land Durant. Didn't get to re-sign with DeAndre Jordan. Didn't get anybody. Of course, their fans are disappointed. The owner's probably cussing his brains out on First Take right now. Stephen A. has been cussing his brains out for the past night or so. This is nothing new for the New York Knicks. They have not won an NBA Finals since 1973 and have not been a serious contender for most of this new century. They just have not. For stuff like this. They have failed in every way, shape, and form. Every step they've taken, they've gone 2 steps back. They just have not done well. They have not closed the deal. They can't get players to resign with them. They can't get players to go to New York. First of all, New York media, much like you see with the Mets right now, is intense. They scrutinize players. They criticize players for no reason. They criticize them. They talk shit about them. They want them to leave. It's New York. So no one wants to deal with that if they don't know if they're going to win or not. I haven't been to playoffs since 2013. It's just not worth it. And from what I've heard, the Knicks didn't give Kevin Durant a maximum contract either. So, just not good. Not good for the New York Knicks at all. And nobody wants to play for that owner. James Dolan's a douchebag. We've seen him as a douchebag. He is a fucking asshole. Nobody wants to play with him. Now, we're going to go to the... I'm going to go to the NHL free agency here. And I want to talk about the 69 Mets, which I'll do another video because they screwed up again. And I got a funny story as well. So the NHL free agency, Matt Duchene. First of all, PK Subban got traded to the Devils. That's official. That's what it is. Matt Duchene is going to sign with Nashville from what I'm hearing for 7 years, $56 million. He's a forward. He played well at Columbus. He played well at Ottawa and Colorado and teams like that. He's done well. 7 years. Nashville's going to invest a lot. I mean, they've already signed a few players to big contracts like Pekka Rinne and not Shea Weber, but goddamn, you know what I'm talking about, right? So they've signed players to big deals. They've got one Stanley Cup appearance out of it. They've gotten one final appearance out of it. They've been to the playoffs 5 straight years. But could this be the player that... And Nashville's plenty good, we know that. They just got to do better in the playoffs, and they got to do better on the power play. I'm a fan of the Nashville Pearls. They got to do better on the power play, and they got to gel a little bit better next year if they want a serious shot at the Stanley Cup. Now, Sergei Bobrovsky, 7 years, $66.5 million to the Panthers. Now, we all know Columbus does not have money, does not have the resources to pay these players big contracts, so they're going to go elsewhere. They can't match, so they're going to leave and go sign with somebody else. To the Panthers, Roberto Luongo's retired. Now the Panthers have another star goalie in the net. The Panthers have lost a lot of close games, so maybe Bobrovsky can help with that. Lost a lot of shootouts, lost a lot of overtimes, lost a lot of games late, could not close. That's why they have been to one playoff. in 7-8 years, and 2 playoffs since the NHL lockout ended. So maybe he could help. I still think the Panthers just don't have it all. And the Atlantic Division's tough. Tampa Bay, Boston, Toronto, Montreal. That's a top-heavy division. So he got to beat up teams such as Detroit and Ottawa and Buffalo, and even those 3 teams are on the rise. So we'll see how Bobrovsky works. But the Panthers were the only team that could pay what Bobrovsky wanted, so that's not a surprise. This one was a mild surprise to me. Joe Pavelski, he's spent his whole career in San Jose. Now he signed a 3-year, $21 million deal to Dallas. Now Dallas is one of those teams, they're always in the mix, but they can't they can't go another level. Now, adding veterans helps that Corey Perry signed a 1-year deal as well. So do I think they get to the Stanley Cup playoffs? Yes. Do I think they win it? No, I don't. But they'll be there. And all you need to do, as St. Louis has showed you, and Nashville showed you, and the Hurricanes have shown you, is that all you need to do is get in and hope you get hot right before the playoffs and stay hot. So who knows what the future brings for Dallas? Even though I don't think they'll win the Stanley Cup, they might. They'll be in the playoffs, and that's what really matters. All right. So enough of that. We're going to talk about the 69 Mets. I got a 69 Mets, and I got a Wild story, and then I'm going to just sign off. I was going to do 4 separate videos, but I'm going to just make it all into one for you today. Alright. So, the Mets have lost 7 out of the last 8. They won last night against the Braves, but have lost 7 before that, and they declared 2 players of their 69 Mets dead when they're still alive. So Saturday. Obviously, it's been 50 years since the 69 Mets won the World Series over Baltimore. So naturally, players and managers, they get old and die, right? So every living member of the Mets were there. It was sold out. It was in Citi Field. They were playing against the Braves. So when in memory came up, like the manager died, a couple of the key players died, they declared 2 players that were there in attendance. They were saying hi to the camera and hi to the crowd and all of that. Outfielder Jim Goskell and pitcher Jesse Hudson. Now you can find videos on YouTube, I'm sure. They're alive, by the way. They're like 72 and 76, somewhere on now. They're alive and well. That's the least of our concern, though. I mean, if you can't even win a game, is this even shocking to anybody? If they got 2 players that are still alive and they declare dead, you'll be in our hearts forever. That's the most New York Met thing ever. Declare 2 players that you sent out letters, sent out, invitations to come back to have a weekend dedicated to you guys. To win, to basically be in the New York spotlight again, and to declare 2 players dead when they're alive. That's fucked up, but it's kind of funny in a way because that represents what the Mets have come to now. They are such a joke. Outside of Alonso and DeGrom, they are just a complete shit. They're just a complete shit team. I mean, what a joke. Alright, I got one weird story for you guys, and I'm out of here. A burglar got arrested in Washington. That's not weird, but who bought donuts to deputies as a peace offering. Aw. He robbed a store. He broke into a store. But they bought... he bought donuts for the cops that showed up as a peace offering. Listen, I know I robbed a store. And I did stuff that I shouldn't have done. But I bought you donuts. Can I go off free? No, you can't, actually. Like I said, this was Washington. The burglar broke into the store when it was closed. He was sitting in the back. He was watching TV. 43-year-old guy, by the way. And smoking a cigar. And the cops showed up. No. He called the cops, actually. From what I read, he called the cops and said, "Did you break it?" He was like, I got a burglary report. I robbed a store. I broke in. When the cops showed up, he was like, "Hey, I got some donuts for you." Obviously, he read the stereotype that cops like donuts and cops eat donuts every morning. I've seen it firsthand. Listen, I've seen it. There's other ways you could just random acts of kindness day. There's every day. There's everything for a day now. Like Hagen Bentley Day or National Dick Day or something. But you could have just went down to the cops and said, "Hey, I got you boxes of Krispy Kreme or Dunkin' Donuts or whatever," and said, "Hey, here's a couple donuts." Now, there's not many local donut places around here in Daytona. There's Krispy Kreme. There was like 5 Dunkin' Donuts. I think there was one about 10 miles from where I live in Almond by the Sea, 10 miles north. That was pretty damn good. But and the last sentence of the article was like, "No word on the fate of the donuts." I guarantee the cops. No. If somebody offers you donuts, I read an article a long time ago. Somebody stole like $5,000 worth of bread and delivered it to the restaurants and shit. You don't bite into that bread, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because that guy was in Washington that got arrested. He could have been having sex with those donuts. That donut could be full of his semen. You don't want any part of that shit. So you go, "Oh man, thanks man." But when he leaves, when you arrest him, when that cop car leaves, you put the donuts in the goddamn garbage. No word on the fate of the donuts. So let me tell you what. The donuts were probably drug tested for like heroin or whatever. Because heroin's so big up there. But drug tested, maybe tested, did this guy come on them or whatever? And if they didn't, they probably took them back to the police station and ate those motherfuckers. Or, like I said, they probably took them to the garbage. I have no idea. Article doesn't say. We will never know. But that's not big of a deal. But anyway, I might do a video on the women's team. I doubt it today. I doubt it. But it is Canada Day, so happy Canada Day to everybody. I got several videos that I want to do. AP Skulls come out Friday. Hot dog eating contest in the 4th of July is this Thursday. Got the race Saturday, so I got a lot of stuff to talk about. So stay tuned. Peace. I said peace.